Bakr. Allah is with us. Allahu Akbar. What a beautiful feeling when you have this feeling. Allah with you. And they came from the cave, and Suraqah ibn Malik followed them. Suraqah ibn Malik. Because Quraysh, they said, whoever brings Muhammad dead or alive, 100 camel. That was the prize. And he was riding his horse. And the land, the ground was rocky, solid. And what happened? Guess what happened? Abu Bakr looked, said, a knight behind us. Don't worry, carry on. All the four of the horse, the hands and the legs, all the four sank into the ground. And he was thrown off the saddle. And he jumped again. And it happened again. It happened 3 times. The Prophet looked to him. Suraqah, go back. You cannot do any harm to us. I know that you want the 100 camel, but I will promise you something else. The bangles, the bracelets of the Persian emperor will be yours. Allahu Akbar. A man who is chased, who is wanted, is promising to give the bangles of the Persian king, and the days passed, and the Prophet ﷺ reached Medina, and the Islamic state was established in Medina, and Islam spread, and the Prophet ﷺ passed away, and Persia was conquered, and the bracelets were brought to Medina. The bangles of the king of the Persian, the emperor, were brought to Medina during the reign of Umar ibn Khattab. And Umar said, where is Suraqah ibn Malik? Because Suraqah became a Muslim. Where are you, Suraqah? Stand up. This is what the Prophet ﷺ promised you. Give me your hands. This is the tawakkul. This is what we lack. This is what we lack. When one of the battles, one of the Sahaba, old man, he said, O Prophet of Allah, what stops me or prevents me from the Jannah? He said, what you have in your hand. And he was eating few dates. He said, indeed, it is a long life if I carry on eating. He threw the dates and he fought till he was martyred. This is the deen, this is the tawakkul. To rely totally upon Allah Azza wa Jal. Is this clear? So Allah says, don't fear them. That is the shaitan who tries to make you fear his followers. But fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you fear Allah, Allah will protect you. He has the power. Allah says also, brothers and sisters, also Allah said, إنما يعمر مساجد الله من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة ولم يخش إلا الله فعسى أولئك أن يكونوا من المهتدين. The mosques, the masajid of Allah, shall be maintained only by those who believe in Allah and the last day, offer prayers perfectly, and give zakah and fear none but Allah. It is they who are expected to be on true guidance. The people who will maintain the masajids, who will be always, constantly going to the masajid, attending all the congregational prayers in the masajid, are those who have iman, those who believe in Allah on the last day. But today, you go to the masjid in Fajr and see how many you find. Jum'ah, the masjid is full. But come in the Fajr and see. Imam with maybe one row, less than that. So this is the problem of the Ummah. This is the problem. So unless we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and become a true Muslims in the real sense, our situation will never change. Will never. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah will not change the situation of any people till they change themselves. So this situation will never change till you change yourself from inside and you become a true and sincere believer. Also Allah said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ فَإِذَا أُوذِيَ فِي اللَّهِ جَعَلَ فِتْنَةَ النَّاسِ كَعَذَابِ اللَّهِ. Of mankind are some who say, we believe in Allah, but if they are made to suffer for the sake of Allah, they consider the trial of mankind as Allah's punishment. Subhanallah. Do you think, my dear brothers and sisters, the Jannah is cheap? It's not cheap. You have to pay a price for it. And this is it. The way to the Jannah is full of hardships, difficulties, trials, tests. One day, one of the Sahaba came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, by Allah, I love you. He said, prepare yourself for tests. You love me? You will be tested. You will be tested. Because this is the way of the Anbiya. There's no other way. One of the Salaf, the forefathers, the pious predecessors, he asked his brother in Islam, are all the people in your area happy with you? Everyone is happy with you? He said, yes. He said, check yourself. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, which means you are not enjoining what is right and forbidding what is evil. Because if you enjoin what is right and you forbid what is evil, the people will not like you. Not all of them. Understand? So this is the way. The way to the Jannah, as you know, when Allah created the Jannah and the hellfire, He sent Jibreel. And He surrounded the Jannah with what? Hardships. And the hellfire with desires, lusts, pleasures. So to the way to the Jannah is not easy. So here Allah says, of mankind are some who say, we believe in Allah, lip service. We believe in Allah. So, okay, you believe Allah will test this iman. If there is real iman or not. And subhanallah, the relationship between the iman and the test is direct relationship. Iman and test, trials, are directly proportional. The stronger the iman, the stronger the test. The weaker the iman, the lesser the test. And you know, is this clear? Yes. أشد الناس بلاء الأنبياء. Those who will receive the toughest and the most difficult test, trial, tribulations are the Anbiya, the prophets. Then those next to them. So this is the way. So testing the believer is a divine law, sunnah of Allah. Are you scared? So this is the way to the Jannah. So you have to know the nature of this deen. You will not be left like this. You will be tested.